welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. Oh, that's good. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome to untilit.works, a thing I made mostly for myself to be able to work on projects that I've been meaning to work on, because I'm the type of person, if I don't make time, I'll never find time. And by doing untilit.works, it allows me the opportunity to set aside time to be able to work on projects that I've been meaning to work on, or certain tasks. For example, finishing up post-radio show promo stuff. Come here, stop doing that. Oh, man. Why is Instagram always weird? But yeah, so I think I'm done with everything. I'm just going to, I've got a couple like retweets or something to do, but so that's pretty much done. So that's a task that is done. But yeah, so random things like that, the things I've been meaning to work on, like other projects and stuff, which I forgot I need to bring in something. So, but yeah, untilit.works consists of ciphers, and a cipher is a 3-hour block of time. Within each cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions are like 45 minutes, heads down, working on, trying to make some progress, or posting on social media your latest radio show. Break sessions are these, where I'll pop up on the video, on the website and video to remind you to take a break. You can get up, walk around, drink some water, and or sit here and watch me talk about something I found interesting on the internet. Either way, let your mind not think about what you're just working on and focus on, and just kind of let it relax. Then, like I mentioned, I'll pop up on the screen to remind you to take a break. Now, if you ever come to the site and we're in the middle of a break session, the video may look like it's frozen, and that's because browsers don't allow for autoplay video with audio. And that's why the notice there below the video saying you may need to click play to start the stream. Next to that is an open closed caption button. I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. And so that way, you still got if you click that button, a space will open up next to the video, and the words I'm saying will hopefully be transcribed accurately and placed in that space. And so there's that. There's a countdown. Well, there's 2 buttons. Don't worry about them. They're broken. I'll fix them at some point. There's a countdown timer counting when next work session will start. Then there's, if you'd like to join to chat, ask questions, there's the join the room there for that. All right, cool. Let me show y'all what the work session looks like. All right, so this is similar to what the work session will look like. In the upper right-hand corner, if you check out subscribe, that's a list of all the upcoming ciphers you can subscribe to get notified when we go live. On the left is an audio player, so if you want to listen to some music while you're working on, you can do that there. Here towards the center is the do section, where it says add a task. You put in your task, hit enter or the plus button, and it'll add it to the list. If you want to edit a task, you can click the text. If you want to delete it, click the X button. If you want to mark it complete, click the checkbox. That'll send it to the done section, and if you click the header done, it'll show you all the things you got completed. If you click the Twitter icon, it'll open up Twitter in a brand new tab or window, and it'll pre-populate a tweet listing out all the things you got complete, like little check marks next to them. For me, it's like a nice visual way of seeing that, I got some stuff done this week. Even if I don't get to touch it for the rest of the week, it's at least I got something done, right? Cool. Over in the right column, there's a countdown timer, counting when the next break session happens. Again, like 15 minutes after the hour. View tutorials. So if you don't have a particular thing that you want to work on, and you heard web development sounds pretty good, but you don't know where to start, I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from what I've seen from the curriculum and what people have told me that have gone through those programs, I think if you complete those curriculum, at the end, you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And then from there, make an educated decision on whether or not to spend more time and or money in pursuing web development. So those are there. Now, if you're already into web development and you're looking for some cool projects that you can kind of pick up and, while you're working on it, get your creative juices going and maybe, extend that project or create something brand new, I have links to 3 tutorials that go to the Vonage developer platform. I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, and part of my responsibilities are look over tutorials. So, for example, one of them is a tutorial. At the end of the tutorial, you have a web application as an input box and a call button. You put your real-world phone number in that input box, hit call, and your real-world phone will ring. Then there's one that's the opposite, where you get a virtual number. Link that to the application you create following that tutorial, and we call that virtual number from your real-world phone. You'll be able to answer in that web application and have a conversation back and forth. Then there's one where 2 users log into an application, and one can call the other through the browser and have a conversation back and forth. So those are there. I think it's pretty dope, and check it out. Hako will come back to show and tell sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell sign up will walk you through that process. Now, Hako. Hako stands for help a coder/creator out. There's a thing I made that if you ever get stuck working on you can create a Hako, which is a room that you can then invite people into the room. And the hope is that together as a collective, you're able to come up with a solution and or feedback on a thing that you're working on. So if you click view Hako, you present it with all the different Hakos that have been created. You can click the creator's name to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on where they logged in with, to check out the profile to see whether or not like to request to join the room. I also added this keyword list here that you can then filter by a certain subject you may be looking for. And you can narrow down the different Hakos that apply to that subject or keyword. When you click create a Hako, you present it with a form, you put in the title and 3 keywords, you hit create, it'll generate a unique URL that you can then copy or click to share to Twitter. Now, when you join your Hako, it looks like this. We have the title here at the top. On the left, you can leave with the leave button. If you want to open the menu for some more options, we got that there. On the right, we have a text chat. On the left is a countdown timer, counting when the next break session happens. Again, like 15 minutes after the hour. You're able to copy the URL again, and you can also click to share to Twitter. Now, when someone clicks your link, they don't automatically join your room. They're going to be requesting to join your room, so they'll show up under pending. You'll be able to click their username to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to check out the profile to see whether or not you'd like to let them into your room. So you can approve or deny them. Now, if you do approve them and they turn out to be a terrible person, you can always ban them and kick them out your room. Now, you as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen. Because again, the point of the Hako is for you to get the help and or feedback on a thing that you're working on. So I think by being able to share your screen and showing others what it is that you're seeing, you'll be able to provide the context for them to be able to get you the help and or feedback on a thing that you're working on. So the way you communicate through the Hako, like I mentioned, there's a text chat here to the right. You put your message here towards the bottom, hit send, it'll add it to the list of messages. Now I also add the ability to enable audio chat. So anybody who has their audio chat enabled will be able to speak to and hear each other. But don't worry for the folks who don't have audio chat enabled, they'll still be able to follow along because what people are saying will be turned into text and put into the text chat. Now, I also have the opposite available where you enable text to speech. So if you're not looking at the Hako or the text chat, you'll still be able to follow along because messages put into the text chat will be read out aloud by your browser. All right. And that's pretty much everything. Again, you can check out all the different Hakos that have been created. And yeah, I think that's it. Nice. All right. So the day is flying by for me. So there's some other stuff I want to get done. One of the things, so when we come back, I meant to do this in the first cipher of the day, but I didn't have the stuff ready. And I made some more changes to it. There's a new application I just launched. And I'm going to have some people kind of like test it for me. And so I want to kind of run through it here and see, how I got it working and everything. So kind of check it out. And yeah, so I'm going to do that when we come back. So, but for now, I'm going to send you all off with some traveling music. This right here is an artist that goes by the name of Anthony Cruz, aka A Butter. The track's called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. See you like 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. And yeah, here's Anthony Cruz, aka A Butter. Thank you. All right, y'all be easy. Peace.
I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there when the brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like hell. And everybody says hell. We spread love like hell. I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there when the brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like hell. And everybody says hell.